Happy New Year, folks. It's time for the first free dive of 2021. Let's get to it.
Meanwhile, aboard the Cajun Queen, Pierre LeBlanc, known by his fellow anglers as Scaly Pete.
Daddy hunted sharks. I hunt sharks. It's in the blood. There was somebody better at this, you'd be following them, yeah?
Starting out with the PS5, we have Maneater, the shark PG that gnawed its way on to consoles last year and now brings its strong female protagonist to our 9th gen consoles. After an introductory sequence that tells the story of the death of a pregnant shark, you, as the daughter of that shark, grow up in the watery environs of the open world of Port Clovis. I have to say, this was my favorite title this month, as the gameplay was something reminiscent of Evo for the Super Nintendo, and Flow, just quite a bit more bloody. And with Chris Parnell of Archer and Rick and Morty fame narrating the young shark's quest for revenge.
The bull shark is known to be a voracious, if hardly discriminating, eater.
Take a bite for free this month thanks to PlayStation Plus.
Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lady, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We have nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Moving along to the PS4, we're introduced to Greedfall, an interesting action RPG set in a fictional world that kind of has a look of 18th to 19th century colonialism about it. I really didn't get a good sense of the world around your character of Desjardins in the short time I had with it, but I love alternate lore, and the addition of magic as a nonchalant method of combat seems kind of intriguing. One thing to keep an eye out here is that Spiders has announced that they'll be upgrading Greedfall with PS5 support at some point in the near future.
You are clearly the apprentice of a demanding master who expects you to follow orders without...
Fall into it yourself right now if your subscription's still good.
There he is.
Anything new on Dr. Dominguez?
Not much. He's leading a few Trinity digs in the area.
My father mentioned him in his journal more than once. He's an expert on pre-colonial ruins.
Everyone says he's a great guy. Big help to the town.
Last title on the PlayStation platforms is one you might be a little more familiar with, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. This is a continuation of the recent reboot trilogy of the classic series, and if you've been keeping up on your PS Plus freebies over the past 7 years, you have all 3 of them now. This is a game of stealth, investigation, and some combat as well, as you crawl through uncomfortably narrow spaces, explore Mayan ruins, and, well, raid tombs. I have to say, this game looks absolutely breathtaking on the PS5.
The carvings on this Maya monolith are far too deteriorated to read.
Don't miss it. You can grab it for free right now. Switching over to Xbox platforms, we have Little Nightmares for the Xbox One. This game gave me a heavy inside vibe with its stark visuals and creeping sense of terror of the unknown. I really don't know yet what I'm running from or running to in this game, but the gameplay's pretty solid and the puzzles make sense. This one's by Tarsier Studios, who's been responsible for hits like Little Big Planet 3, Tearaway Unfolded, and Static Institute before, so there's some good pedigree here as they venture into a darker place than usual. Sneak on over to your Games with Gold sub to grab this one for free. And on January 16th, you can also snag the Dead Rising remaster for your Xbox One. Nothing like smashing a bunch of zombies to start the year off right, eh? Finally, we have King of Fighters 13 for the Xbox 360. It's, well, definitely a fighting game. I was a bit disappointed that there's so little voice acting and so much text, even in the arcade mode. Oh well. The combat itself is pretty standard, though the character selection has an interesting quirk to it. When you're choosing your fighter, you actually select a team of 3. When your fighter goes down, the next one in the team tags in, and the first team to lose all 3 battlers loses the match. Tag in for yourself this month thanks to your Games with Gold perk. And on the 16th, you can grab the original Xbox Brawler Breakdown from Namco and enjoy upscaling and smoothed out frame rates on your newer boxes. Looking ahead to the features coming this month from the Unfolded Tesseract, we'll be reviewing the Atari XEGS for Wayback, Alice Madness returns for the PS3 on Taste Test, and we'll hitch up our wagons to travel the Oregon Trail for board games. On the Twitch side of things, I'll be working on a full playthrough of Ultima 4 on the Sega Master System, as well as making some progress on Saga Frontier. I hope you'll enjoy the freebies from the big guys, as well as the content I have queued up for January. Meanwhile, please like, subscribe, spread the word, and I'll catch you again next week.
Right. How many episodes did we get out of her?